Lone Pine, the Alabama Hills are kind of legendary and nostalgic for Westerns, like True Grit. Like you feel the Western vibe there really strong. And then you're looking up at these peaks that are way far away and you know it's going to take a lot to get there. And you get that feeling of like, I got True Grit. I'm feeling confident, right? You got all your gear. You're ready to go. You've trained, so you're feeling confident. And then, we get our room key and we're walking down the corridor. Now, each room has its own special name on a plate out front of the door. So as we're going down, it's like John Wayne, Lone Ranger, the Tonto room, and I'm like, this is awesome. So we get to our room and I'm like, Little Pony? Wait, what's Little Pony? Like how did we go from John Wayne and like Tonto to Little Pony? Who's Little Pony? This is not my room. I was having a real hard time with that. I don't know who Little Pony is to this day, but that became a thing whenever we were feeling overconfident. It was like, Little Pony. Because of the injuries and illness that occur on Mount Whitney, I've always carried GPS, or in this case, a satellite phone to reach out to search and rescue if necessary. So let's have a look at what can occur on Mount Whitney.
A high-altitude rescue happened near Mount Whitney. Rangers from Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks say hiker Edward Alderman has been found alive after being missing for 4 days in the snow.
Getting a little delirious.
Acute mountain sickness blurred Alderman's mind. He took a wrong turn. He was lost on the mountain for days. By Sunday, he had been on his own for about 72 hours.
Mount Whitney is notorious for injuries. AMS, mountain sickness, claim a lot of people up here where they become incapacitated, unable to move forward or backwards. And so the rescues are sometimes multiple days a week, often throughout the summer, because they just, again, slip and falls, ankle twists, AMS, it's just everything abounds out here because we're moving, often from sea level to 14,000 feet in 24 or 48 hours. And that just wreaks havoc on the system.
Hey, we got him! He's down here!
Wintertime and during the spring is another time when injuries, because of the constant moving and changing conditions on the ground, with no fall zones, water crossings, they really add a lot to the possibility of injury during that time of year. And we actually have several fatalities a year on the mountain.
To get her down on our own, so we tried various methods of carrying her down in the sleeping bag.
Tell me when you guys need to go down, okay?
You're doing so good, Mom. You're doing so good. Let her sit right now.
I got it, Ben. I got her, Ben. Stop for a moment.
In this situation, they're trying to get someone down to Outpost Camp for a helicopter evacuation. This person has AMS, and they had to put him in a sleeping bag to get him out.
It's dangerous right there. I'd bring her behind this rock, dude. Because there's going to be rocks and shit flying. We're going to have to hide. Dude, we got to move her, man.
What do we do?
Being aware and knowing how a lot of these rescues unfold help us be prepared ourselves when this kind of thing happens. Our SOS is always a last resort because we like to think we have over-prepared. But anything can happen on this mountain, and it often does. The drive up to Whitney Portal is always interesting to me because you're leaving a warm bed, electricity, running water, all the things that make life easy. That is all now being left behind, and you know you are on your own. So now we're in the parking lot. We're leaving at like midnight. This time we decided to leave earlier because we understood it took us like 21 hours on our last trip, and so we left at midnight this time with the 5 of us. We get up to the parking, and remember, at Whitney Portal, there's no lights. It's pitch dark at night, so you got to have your headlamps, put the red lights on so we're not blinding people. We're loading up our gear, again, feeling confident, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I think we were near the restrooms because we're all trying to get that done before we go. Because I warned him about the air pressure, that potato chip bag. And we all hear this blood-curdling scream. It was the kind of sound, I've never heard this before. It was a female, and it honestly sounded like she was about to die. And that just freaked me out. It freaked us all out. We all had that panic look of like something's going down right now. So we start heading in the direction of where that sound came from, just out of instincts, I think. I thought it was pretty cool because Chad's a pilot and he's turning around and he's going with us, but he's looking behind us to see if there's anything going on behind us while we're moving forward. I thought that was really smart. And we hear her scream, and then she starts yelling out, "I'm okay. There was a bear. There was a bear." And what had happened is she had gone to the side door of her car. She had the trunk open, getting her gear out, went around to the side door of her car. Coming back to the trunk, there's a bear already inside the trunk, rummaging through her stuff, trying to get to food that fast. That's how much they watch the cars. So she screams, panics, and slams the trunk of the car onto the bear and starts to run. Of course, the bear panics because he just got in the end with the trunk and runs the opposite direction as we're heading over there. And then we stop and we realize, okay, it sounds like everything is good. But your heart's pumping, you're on like 2 cups of coffee, you're in fight or flight, and because somebody just screamed because we thought they were going to die, and like now we're ready to go, right? We got all that adrenaline to start moving, and so up we went. Let's have a safe trip, safe passage. We asked for a safe passage on the way home, safe back to our families, and we, like Chad said, we watch out for each of us.
That's it.
And try to keep that concern because we're going to be focused on ourselves and performance, but that guy next to us, make sure he's okay too.
That's right.
The mountain's always incredible at night. With our headlamps, we can really light the areas, really close to us really clearly. And that allows us to see the tree roots and the rocks and the trail. We can see it really clear. And there's a good amount of people on the mountain at that hour too, because a lot of people are ascending. So you'll see a lot of headlamps going up the mountain, and it's to our advantage right now to get as much in while the weather's cool. You see us in shorts and t-shirts, and it's warm, even though we're at 9,000 feet. And we'll really miss this cool weather once the sun comes out. Because of such a rapid ascent with no acclimatization time, done in 48 hours, I learned to monitor oxygen saturation because it drops like a rock up here. So we'll start off, most people are at 97 at sea level and where they currently live. And here it drops as low as 70%.
87, 89. So John Miner's putting on the, watch us be at like 100 and wood. He said his was 100. Slip it on there. It takes about a minute to get the reading, so you can do breath work or you can wait and just see what it is.
Yeah, I just want to see what it is. That's 16.
Like 91. It's upside down. 94. Nice, John. 94 is really good. 93, 91. That's good. So, yeah. Cool. Yep. Just slide him in that finger. So we're 10,000 feet. Now we're doing Jonathan's oxygen saturation. $85, 91, 92. It's about right. That's where we're all kind of rolling around there. It'll drop. I'm expecting about 80 on the summit. 80 on the summit. And you'll feel that. Yeah. You feel funky.
It is cold. Hace frío mucho.
You guys, I don't want to hold you up, so yeah, we're good.
All right, who loves eye shine? So sometimes when you're out there with your headlamps, you can look out and there'll be a pair of eyes reflecting back to you and you don't know what it is. So, the key, of course, is not to panic out here ever because it's at night and people get injured panicking and running. And and falling. So again, this is a place where we try to maintain our cool. One of my goals early on was to show the guys how to use the pulse ox to raise their oxygen saturation, because when we get to the high elevations and you start feeling lousy when your O2 drops, this would give them a tool to help contain their oxygen saturation. So we are currently at 12,000 feet, and you have our first view of some of the high country. We'll come up here to John, Miner, and Chad. I got busted for not getting that photo that they requested.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's 5 in the morning and we are near trail camp, right? Somewhere close. There's a lake off to the left.
Billy Goat.
Really good.
Love it. Sir.
Thought it was Little Pony.
Oh yeah, guys.
Let's go get this thing, guys.
Get her done. Yeah. Got her did.
You like it?
It's awesome, buddy.
It's amazing, isn't it? And it just gets better from here. It's gonna get
We got snowpack, snow over there. I want to go sled riding.
gnarly lake right up above those rocks.
Is there?
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Oh man, I'm pumped.
What time do you guys have?
Hey, am I off the trail? Does it go that way? I think it does.
What time we got?
It's like steps.
Yeah. That's it.
It's 5:43.
5:43. Sunrise is behind us, just cresting. John, that's a graveyard. I'm sorry. Hey, brother.
Hey man, how you doing?
Good, man. 12,000 feet. So in front of us are the pinnacles. We are arriving at trail camp just above 12,000 feet. About 6 in the morning, I think. And beautiful weather. Great guys. Great effort to get here. Happy days.
Miles and miles away.
Yeah.
And you go, I mean, it's like it's over there on that ridge, and you go, are you kidding me? We gotta go that far?
That's nuts. I mean, those people are dots.
Those are dots. We're not even anywhere near the cabin up there.
Pump it into here.
I think that's funny, but we're all different. Not so much me and you.
I left and climbed all of Mount Baldy with just 2 liters for the whole day. I felt fine. These are the best things.
What are they?
I love
Those are the honey stinger things? It's
salted,
like a waffle.
salted caramel. I'm telling you, when you're like low on like sodium and salt, and you put this in your mouth, I wouldn't eat it. They're good. Yeah, take your time, 10-4.
Take your time. Hurry up. Don't be late.
You guys want a little bit of this? It's fun to get to see them react when you call them.
As we leave trail camp, it reminds me of the place where often, if you have mountain sickness and the elevation is starting to get to you at that 12,000, as we go to 13,000 feet, it usually takes over there, and many people turn around at that point. We've seen that a few times, and so everyone here on our group is doing really well. Because remember, there's 5 of us, and all it takes is one of us to not feel well, and we've got to then be patient and try to work through it. Right. Leaving trail camp, coming out of the 99 switchbacks. Or I'm sorry, attempting the 99 switchbacks. I've been trying to do nasal breathing the whole way. Been working so far. This is when we want to slow up to maintain our heart rate. Yeah. A lot of injuries happen on the 99 switchbacks, especially coming back down, because you're pretty exhausted at that point. I've read stories of a guy who's fallen 4 or 5 times trying to get down those switchbacks. Got an ankle that's all swollen like a softball. I believe there was a story where someone actually crawled off of the 99 down to trail camp to get evacuated. So the springtime is a very dangerous time to be on this particular part of the mountain.
Dude, there's some kind of thing right there. Is that yours?
I'm actually good, brother. Taking a break here at about 13,000 feet.
One little break there.
Yeah, we're really doing really well. We've had an amazing day so far. Super proud of everybody. We got Whitney up there. It's getting closer than ever. I'm gonna go find John and Seth. We're really close to the top, guys, really close. We're really close to the top, John.
Well, to trail crash.
Yeah, that's what I meant. If it was to the summit, I'd be skipping around here right now. I'd be doing a little bit of break dancing.
We got to get to that point where you went. That little thing out there. Oh God. Are we letting them go by?
Perhaps. I suspect they may take a break.
Maybe. When you go sailing with us, Michael, I promise not to do any crazy things. You'll be happy.
I'll be disappointed. I know you gotta jump off the back at least once. 13,000 feet, we're just approaching the pinnacles. Everybody's feeling and doing really well. Of course, we're at this elevation, it's a little tiring, but we've got this. They're behind us.
In some ways, I do believe the hard part's over, but can't let our guard down, right, Chad?
Right, buddy.
As we reach Trail Crest, the world seems to just open up. It's so vast and yet so narrow and intimate at the same time. You suddenly realize the sheer vertical gain that it took to reach this point. It just hits you.
No more, buddy.
That's good.
Hold on, I got one.
How's it feel, John? You all right?
I'm in a world of panic.
Yeah.
But carry on.
Everything's nice and solid, rock. It's good.
Want me to go first or behind? Does it make a difference?
Yeah, you three probably can go.
Okay, I'll go. So we are currently at the top of the pinnacles, and SpO2 is at 80. I suspect it'll go up, but it may. It's okay, 77.
Petco and got like a nipple and like cat.
And it's hanging around 80. So my SpO2 is hanging around 80. So who's got the Chad? Chad, you have the pulse ox?
Yeah, I don't.
It's so, yeah, you're around 80. We're all kind of hovering around 80, really.
So if you heard what John just said, I asked him how he was doing, and he was like, I'm in a world of hurt, buddy. But I just got to push through. And you realize in that moment that someone else could be having a different experience than you. And John's has a fear of heights the way I have a fear of great white sharks over 20 feet long. I just don't like them. And so, you know, I've watched John now for 2 seasons push himself on these edges. And I'll bet right now if he's watching this, even at home, he's like, I don't know what I'm doing out there. But it's incredible because you watch someone push through their worst fears. And I remember after this trip, I was in Hawaii with some friends, and I remember telling myself, okay, you got to get out there. So I swam out past the breakers, past the waves, and I swam parallel to the shore for like a mile straight. And man, that water was deep, and you couldn't see anything below you. And so a couple times I thought about that. I can't see anything. And it's a very uncomfortable feeling, and you just have to push through. So, you know, you learn out here. You watch someone push through their worst fears, and you learn what it's like to do that. And if you look at John right now, he's in front of Seth, and he's walking fine out here. And this is a place where it's easy to trip and fall. And yet he's got to do this for a good hour. It's a good hour across this section. It's not short at all. This goes on for a solid hour where you're just facing your worst fear. It's not like you could be done in 5 minutes or a couple minutes. You got to go and face it for over an hour, and then you got to come back across and do it again on the way down. And you're exhausted.
That's killer.
I mean, just think about like how this got formed, and like it's crazy. Chad Miner, everybody.
It's awesome. Just beautiful out here. This is no joke of a mountain now. Like, you don't get this for nothing. You got to work hard.
No, exactly. It's full price. We're at the windows, and this is a crazy spot, as we would say, right?
Yeah, get a picture of Frady Cat.
John's done an amazing job. He has, like every time he comes up here, has conquered his fears, man. And that's super inspiring because I'm counting on him to throw chum over the boat, over the boat and throw me in when I come visit you. Look at that stacked rock. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Inspiration for being here. Crazy Jack is on the trail. He caught us. He left at 5 a.m. We left at 1 a.m. and he just caught us at the top of Whitney.
It's awesome.
We're gonna catch up with you.
Well, it's just because I've done it so many times, I think, you know.
Oh, it's amazing.
There's an escalator. You can see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, sir. We really, we really enjoyed our time with you.
Hey, did you take the old trail?
We're gonna be honest and say we wimped out because it was dark, and we're gonna take it on the way down.
No, that's fine. That's good.
If we can see it. Yeah, if we can find it, we'll take it.
Well, wait, the sign's gonna be on your left. John Muir Wilderness, a little bit more, and then you'll see maybe a couple of diversion. Just take it. Then you're gonna. I should wait for you, or I can get there and wait for you.
Yeah. No. Well, you're good. We'll do it. We don't want to stop you. Don't wait for us. We're just happy you talked with us. Thank you. Go do your thing. Plugging.
Thank you, sir, very much.
How you going, Jack?
Looking good, man.
You know, you can see the hut.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, why? I thought it was.
So we're heading up to that 14,000 foot level. That final push, and we are very close. We can slow the pace even more. We can pause as much as we need to, and keep just. It's just a slow grind. We need to catch our breath. We just do it.
I gotta get rid of this. Which, you know, when I turn the corner.
Seth, how you doing up there, buddy?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, bro. This is a different kind of feeling, though. You know, it's not something I'm used to. This is like, yeah.
This is what they give you when you run on a treadmill, and they've got that little thing canister on you.
Much. Yeah. Yeah,
Dial
it's
it
almost
up.
like my. I mean, yeah, my legs are sore, but my legs aren't fatigued.
I always forget that 480 at the top is hard to do because you just. But like a 3.6, it's really whatever you can do to just try to get it here. So yeah.
Right?
I'm still hanging in the low 80s, you know. I mean, that's where I am.
I don't feel like it,
but that's where I am, which is interesting. So this is Jonathan, and Jonathan's first reading. Oh, so it's all over the place right now, but it's like 67.
way up here.
I think it's going to go up though. How are you feeling, Jonathan? 75?
Right now I feel okay.
76, 78.
Yeah, right now I feel okay. If I start taking some big box jump steps, that's when.
78, 77. Yeah. So, you know, you're a little below 80. You're kind of in the 70s, so yeah, you're feeling it too. You should be.
Yeah, sure.
I never know who they are. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody up there.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Oh, great.
You got it all to yourself.
Great.
Be safe, sir. It's good meeting you, Jack.
Sure, guys. Thanks, buddy. Go on my website and say hi to me. Or
Yes, sir. We sure will.
Thanks for the inspiration too.
Yeah, crazy.
No, you just
It's fun doing it, though.
you just really made us, inspired us, man.
Well,
Thank you. Have a
Sure.
wonderful trip down, sir.
You too. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Remember that, going down.
Yeah, I know. We're only halfway.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Close to the top, maybe 100 yards. Mount Whitney, summit, 14,000. It's 508 now. Used to be 505, but the mountain keeps growing. Feeling pretty good, feeling the effects of altitude. Get a good rest here, fuel up. Feel better on the way down. That is the key.
It's a good feeling. Congratulations, guys. Summit of Mount Whitney right here. I don't know. It's always a butt kicker. Hey there. Yeah. Good times. So Chad's doing at 14,000 at the summit of Mount Whitney, 14,508. He just raised his oxygen saturation from 85 to 92. It's continuing to go up, 93. He's gonna feel much better at the summit right now. You're at 94, Chad. Nice. You should feel great.
I don't want to stop.
No, but you should feel good.
I feel great.
Tell me how you feel before you just started.
Clarity, instant.
Right?
Instant clarity.
Instant
Before
clarity.
everything was hazy. And walking around a dream state. And now I feel like I'm cerebral. I can look at things, actively speak, have a conversation, move, articulate, all that.
What breathwork pattern did you do?
I did your 4-8.
Don't hold it open for you, John? Okay. Just gotta find a spot. Oh, okay. Hasn't quite.
Erected in 1909 by the Smithsonian Institution?
What the heck?
Wow.
That's cool.
Hawkinsville. That's crazy.
Wow. I'm impressed.
There's a podium. Just stand up top.
I don't know where to sign it. Where do you sign it?
We were all signing on the same piece of paper. I thought.
Maybe.
Yeah, see, there's Seth, there's me,
There's John.
there's John.
Wait a second, did you think I was gonna film our trip down? I can't feel my legs right now. I left my right butt cheek at the top of the summit. We're out of here.